never met before, welcome. Today we're going to do a shorter flow, just a lot of focus on the shoulders and the neck and the upper back. So not a full class, but just sort of a targeted stretch through those sort of focus areas. So if you have something comfortable to sit on, a pillow, a bolster, anything like that, we're starting in a cross-legged seat or hero's pose, so you pick however you want to start seated, and if neither of those work for you, a different seated option that does work for you. And we'll just let our hands rest down on the knees or the thighs, whatever works. Make sure you have some blocks if you use them, or devices of similar form that support you or bring the floor up to you. And then also, if you have a strap or a towel or a belt, any of those things that you have at your house will work fine. So just make sure you have the props that support you in your practice today. And we'll get started with our eyes closed and hands face down. So just working a little bit of grounding space, rocking a little side to side, just sort of making sure we're firmly rooted in our sit bones with whatever they are connected to, whether that's our support device or a block of form. And then just start to tune into your breath, letting it come in a little slower and a little fuller, a little longer and a little deeper. And letting that breath pattern start to set your pace. So letting it remind you to slow down, to settle in, to just be in the space you are. And then try to lift up out of the rib cage, so pulling the belly back and lifting it upwards, along with drawing the pelvic floor muscles up and in. And then check in with the chin, it's neutral to earth. Shoulders are starting just to melt down the back. And then you can stay like this, or you can let one hand find belly center and one find chest or heart center. And then just start to take notice of the breath and its connection to the beat of the heart. So feeling the belly press out into that hand, and then noticing it drawing back in, and just feeling that pulse, the rhythm of the heart moving that fresh oxygen, that prana through the body. Taking a few more breaths on your own here before we synchronize that together. And we'll start as we all empty. So draining all the air out, empty completely, and then we'll breathe together for 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drag the air in, fill up slowly as you grow a little taller. Stay for 2 more. Pause at your fullest point, sip in just a little more. And then drain it out, empty, slowly releasing until the lungs pull all the way back and in. And then breathe deeply through the nose for 2. Sitting up, pull up from the root, 4, 5, pause. If you can lift the crown up just a little bit more. And drain out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one like that, breathing in. And breathing out. If you have hands on belly and chest center, keep the one that's on the chest. Let the one from the belly come up on top. So both palms are pressing towards the chest. You'll press into the chest and then see if you can pull down. And then let the right ear fall to the right. So your hands hands are just resting across the collarbone and the front of the breastbone, so upper chest. And they're just giving a little draw down as the right ear draws to the right. Keep sitting up tall through the rest of the body, breathing deeply. And letting it roll out. 2 more here. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, filling. And exhaling, draining. Crown lifts up. Keep that tug on the front of the chest. And then left ear, left shoulder. Just noticing where that sensation is starting to build. Maybe the chin tilts up or down. And then as you're ready, lift up. Stay with the hands on the chest for just a couple more moments. And then maybe let the chin lift. Just taking notice of how that feels within your body and your space today. And then slowly lifting up, returning the hands back to the knees. You can stay on your seated prop or you can slide it out if you feel comfortable. And we'll sweep the arms up to the sky. Take a full breath in. And then let the hands come down through your heart. So thread the knuckles or the fingers to the knuckles and then press the heel of the hand away from you. So we'll work this on the inhale, really round and press up to the sky, lift. And then on the exhale, shoulders away, palms towards me. So keep that press in the hands, roll up. The flat part of the palms is to the sky. See if you can open the chest, maybe look up. And then press away, round back, empty. Inhale, roll it up, round. The palms up to the sky, press through the heel, and then round away, shoulders back to the wall behind you, chin to chest. Inhale to lift and open. And exhale, press away. We'll do that just 2 more times. Breathe in, reach up. And breathe out, press, chin to chest. Inhale to open. And exhale, press away. Keep the arms forward, lift the chest, and then fold the hands back into the heart. Stay for 3 breaths. Thumbs to sternum, tall through the spine, belly back, up and in. Another one like that. Take a breath. And empty. As you feel ready, arms circle back up to the sky. And then we'll just add a twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Press down actively through that left sit bone. Spread the fingers wide. And then look to the right if you'd like more. For a little less, either looking left or towards the middle. Breathe in. Let the left hand find the right leg. And then let that arm sweep from the back up and across. And come back up to that twist. So breathe in, right arm back behind. Stay for the exhale. Arm up, reach. And then exhale, thread it on an angle over your ear. Just a couple more like that. So inhale, stack up. Exhale, arm out to the right and twist open. Use this left hand to support. Inhale, reach. And exhale to hinge. One more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, arm behind, twist. Palm faces the left side of your space. Right arm back up. And then as you hinge that arm overhead, palm faces earth. Come back up to the sky. arm joins the right. And then let the hands again interlace, press the heel of the hand up. Take a breath and round away, empty. Big breath in, open, arch. Exhale, squeeze and send back. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, arch away. 2 more, breathe into the lift. And breathe out, press. The last one here, big breath, open. And exhale, round it back, stay, take a breath. And empty out, up to the sky. Heels, the hands back together, thumbs to heart center. So just take notice of how you feel. You might feel some fire building in the shoulder, some tingling through the arms. So just creating some heat and some movement. Arms come back up to the sky as you're ready. Take a full breath. And then right arm forward, left arm behind. Peel the arms out, pull the belly in, twist open. Take a breath, press the thighs and knees to earth. Look long over left, or for a little less, stay with your drishti or your gaze to the right or the middle. So this belly button or belly center, so this inner middle part lifts up and then it rotates, driving from this right side. Let the right hand come down to the knee, left arm lifts up to the sky. And then on the angle, hinge it across. Press down through the left sit bone, lengthen and spread the fingers. Stay, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, stack up, and then exhale, twist open. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out on an angle over your ear. Come up to center, breathe. Open, twist left. A big breath, reach up. And over the ear, empty. Last round, inhale up. And exhale, twist. Breathe in to circle and breathe out to hinge. Stay for an extra breath here. Really reach and lengthen, hold. Come up to center, arms circle up, big breath. And then hands through the heart and back towards the legs. Take an in breath. And empty out. As you feel ready, finding your way to a table on your mat. So shoulders over wrists, knees underneath the hips, and the fingers spread nice and wide. Finding a nice long spine. And then on your inhale, drop your belly, flip the tailbone up, and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to roll open, we'll add a little bit. Pull forward, arms in, chin down, exhale. See if you can stay here for breath, soften the chest towards earth, hug the elbows in, and stay. Take a breath, press back up to that flat spine, and then exhale, round, tuck in. In breath to open, collarbone broadens, hips lift, and the heart pulls forward. And then draw further forward, exhale, chin down. Stay, breathe in, breathe out. Press up, inhale, and exhale, tuck and round. We'll do that just one more time, heart open. Stay, pull forward, breathe in, chin down. So you can stay here. You can walk the arms forward for a little puppy pose. And if this is not comfortable, you can keep the hands here, or you can take your block and you can put your block where your chin would rest. You can also put your block under the center of the chest so that can support you. Or you can keep your gaze down. So any of those that suit you in your puppy, take a breath. And empty. 2 more, breathe in. And and breathe out. Last one. Empty. Lift yourself up, walk back far enough that you can set the hips on the heels and the head to earth, child's pose, Balasana. And then big rocks today through the head. So third eye rock side to side on your mat. Keeping that movement, letting the head rinse out. And then as you feel ready, lift the chest slightly. Take this right arm, thread it under the left and drop the ear down. Press into that right shoulder, press into this long left hand. And then maybe you tiptoe that left hand to the right side of your mat. And then coming back to center, lift the chest to unwind the right. And then switch. Left arm threads, right ear lifts and left ear drops. And the right hand walks maybe to the left. Right hand back to center, unthread the left, and then back to your table. We'll curl the toes, lift the hips, and then just tiptoe yourself to a fold. It doesn't really matter if you're front, back, or middle. Feet wide as hip distance or wider. Right hand grabs left, left to right, and ragdoll. So use that drawdown in the forearms to build some space in the back of the shoulder. Maybe through the neck crease, let the head rock out side to side. And then slowly release that. Let the head hang heavy, the chin tucks, arms dangle, roll yourself up as slowly as you can. And when you get to the top, lift the shoulders up and then roll them down. From here, arms circle and reach. And spill. Dive. Right back up, reach. Spill and dive. We'll do that 3 more times. Big reach, come on up. And dive, fold. Circle, reach. Spill. And the last one like that, circle, reach. When you get to the top, take the feet out hip distance. As you swan dive, catch the arms behind the back. If grabbing them is not comfortable, that's where your strap or your towel comes in. And then just send the arms up and overhead. If you have the heels of the hands apart, but you have the interlace, next step for challenge is to draw the heels of the hands together. And also continue to drive the knuckles away from the body, but the head down towards the shin bones. Pressing the thighs towards the chest and the chest towards the thighs. If you have that connection, using that to really lengthen the hamstrings while simultaneously building space in the shoulders and the back. One more here, take a breath. And then release the hands to your low back and then to earth. Lift the right heel up, take that palm and wedge it under the foot, palm up, thumb in, and do the same thing with the left, so gorillas. So in your gorilla pose here, take an inhale to really lift and flatten halfway, and then pull yourself down. Do that 2 more times, lift halfway, and pull down. Last one here, lift halfway. Pull down to stay. Give your toes a little wiggle on the wrists. Maybe shake the head out side to side. Rock a little front to back, and a little right and left. Just a couple more here, take a breath, and let it go. One more. Empty. Release those hands from the feet. Walk them forward and the feet back, finding a downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, drop your forearms. So one option, if you like to play around to check where your hands are in space, is to use your block. It goes right between sort of where the thumb and the first finger would connect. So you'd be holding it on floor like that. And the thumbs just frame the bottom, forearms down. And then hips high and toes walk towards the nose. Shoulders work closer to above the elbows. And the palms press down, all the way from the wrist crease to the pinky. Pressing down and back, breathe in. Lift the belly up and in, but soften the back of the knee. Take a breath. Let the head shake out. Maybe rise up to those toes and then re-sink the heels. I'm going to spend a few more moments here in our dolphin pose. So it's a shorter stance from down dog. Feet are a little closer to the back of the arms. But we're still in that upside down V shape. The other rules with feet placement, softness in the back of the knees, all that still applies, just like it does in our downward facing dog. And if this is really not working for you, down dog is just fine. Stay there. One more. And then as you're ready, let the knees drop and find yourself back up in a table. So we'll take the right arm high to the sky, reach it tall. And then thread it through. So just like our child's pose variety, but our thread the needle. And again, left arm can walk forward and across or up and around the back. Stay where you are, take a breath. And empty. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more with our threaded needle. Stay. Let the left hand walk back under center. And then find your way back to that table. A cow pose to rinse it out. And a cat, round it in. Back to neutral. And then big sweep up left arm high, reach it. Thread it under. Shoulder down, ear down. Right hand forward and across or up and around the back. Take a slow breath in. And let it go. Just 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And 1 more here. Stay. Walk the right hand back under the shoulder. Use that hand to press down as you ripple up and open. And then hands back to earth. So we'll turn the thumbs out. So you'll turn the hands all the way around. So the thumbs are out and the pinkies are in. And the heel of the hand is facing the short edge of your mat. And then from here you can stay still or you can start to rock a little back and forward. Keep the belly pulling in, keep the back nice and long. 1 more, take a breath, and let it roll out. Return the hands back to normal. And then you'll turn the thumbs to face the knees. We're still palms down, so middle fingers face each other. Pinkies are away from you. And this time, walk the knees just a hair wider, and then your movement is side to side. You can bend into the elbow. You can take that movement more into sort of a circle shape. You can spend a little time on one side or the other. So we'll continue with side to side in the next one. Similar hands, all they do is turn around. So instead of thumbs closest to the knees, thumbs away from the knees, fingers out side to side. And the heel of the hands are closest to each other. And same thing, we go side to side. Maybe again, circles. And then last one here, let the hands come back to neutral, let the knees come back to hip distance. We'll start with just one at a time. So left will stay. Just like we did in gorilla, turn the palms up. So middle finger is back to facing the knees, the thumb is in, but the palm is facing you. And then that rock and roll is again front to back. So you can stick with just one. If you are comfortable doing that with both hands, you can start with doubles. If you're just on your right, take 2 more breaths. And then when you're done with that breath, you'll switch your right back to neutral, turn the left palm up, thumb in, and then continue. If you have both palms up, if you feel complete, you can find a table and wait. Or if you'd like a few more rocks and rolls with your palms up, take them. And then as you're ready, we'll roll back up over the fingers, let the palms plant. And then heart up and open. Pull forward, chin down. But this time when the chin meets the mat, slide the hips back and connect them to earth. And then take this right arm out onto earth. So shoulder and wrist line up on the floor. So just like you were in a T shape, but the left hand is going to press onto earth. And then as you're ready, we're rolling onto this right hip. This right arm will stay. If you have a pillow, a bolster, a block, you can use it under your right ear if that suits you. Or you can just have your head on earth. And then you'll bend the left knee and plant the foot. This left hand will be your support. And if you feel you need more, this left leg walks instead of in front of the right, it walks behind. More from there is left arm up and then around the small of the waist. More from there is higher up towards the mid-back. And more from there is to let the fingers clasp as long as that feels comfortable. If you find you need even more from there, the next step is right foot on earth and then the left hip working towards the mat. stay here with this half bind, left leg to the sky, right leg is still active and flexed. So we have our left knee up and our left foot rooting, that's our support, as is this tented left hand. Stay for one more, take a breath, and empty it out. Left arm high, bring it back down in front of the shoulder, and then use it to slowly let you roll onto the belly. This right hand will come in, elbow high, and then the left arm sets up the same way the right did, out to a T. So arms would be out on earth. And you'll use this right hand to guide you up and onto that left hip again. For less, the right leg is in front of the right knee, or in front of the left knee, excuse me. And for more, the right leg walks behind the long left leg. Again, you can find a pillow to put under your ear if that feels better, or a block of some form. And if you want more, this right arm can come up and it wraps halfway around. It can stay low, higher up to the shoulder blades, or it can interlace, catching the left hand. Again, for more from there, this left foot plants and the knee bends, and then you start to work that right hip down. Maybe let the eyes close. One more here, just as you are. Stay. Right arm comes up to the sky. If you had it behind, bring it back in front. And then use that to help you land on your belly. And then we'll bring our arms out to goalposts here. Drop one ear to earth. If you feel you need to let the low back rinse out, switch the feet. And then turn your other ear down. And if you have the feet moving, let them come back to center. And let them find earth. On your next breath in, let the forehead come to earth. Squeeze the glutes, press the feet, and then exhale. Float up with goalpost arms to a cobra. Take a breath. And come back down. Inhale, float up. Exhale, float down. Breathe in, ripple up. And breathe out, flatten to earth. Again, squeezing those glutes, pressing the feet down. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Breathe in, reach up. Maybe you come down, maybe you stay. This inhale maybe brings the arms forward. And then exhale, fly them back. See if you can try 3 of those. Fly forward, stay lifted. Bring them back, elbows towards ribs. Inhale, reach lower just slightly, and then the exhale pulls you up. 1 more, reach, breathe. Pull up, empty. Come back out long. And then back to earth, but give yourself a little pillow with your hands. Again, maybe bend the knees and then let them swish. And turn your ear. And so if this is comfortable, stay. Let me see if I can give you a little bit of a better angle here. Arms coming out straight in front of you. And then you'll take this right arm, cross it under the left, and flatten down. If that's enough, stay, and you'll just turn your ear. Again, any prop or pillow that suits you. You should start to feel that sensation through the upper arm and through the shoulder. If you'd like more, this left hand walks across the body and to the left. And then you just sort of press the chin someplace on the left arm that is comfortable. Again, you can bend the knees and just let them stay that way if that feels better. Just a couple more breaths with our left arm on top. Last two, slow breath in. Empty. One more. Stay. So keep the left arm as it is, and then unthread the right arm and just bring it straight up. If that's enough, stay. If you'd like, you'll take that right arm to the left, so arms are out side to side. And again, you'll just use the weight of the body and the head to build that stretch. Keep the breath moving in and out, slowly and deeply, with purpose, with intention. Intention to maybe cleanse the body, to detoxify, to provide prana and life force, whatever it is for you. And then as you're ready, unwind that right arm, followed by the left. And then press yourself back up to a table and then back to your seat. And then from our seat, we'll sit up nice and tall. Stay, arms circle high to the sky. And then interlace them behind you. Press those knuckles down, open the front of the chest. And again, this is an option to use a towel or a strap if that feels better. One more. Stay. You'll take your knuckles interlaced or with your strap, put them outside your right hip. So they're still interlaced. And then they walk outside this right hip and this right elbow hugs back. Sit up nice and tall. And then let the left ear drop down. Hug that right elbow back and down. Squeeze the hands or pull tightly on that strap and then pull the belly in. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out. And one more to stay. Empty. Lift up. Unwind those arms behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe let the head drop back. And then unwind, arms up high. Take them just out shoulder height. Take a breath. And then give yourself a squeeze left over right. Chin to chest. Big open, heart forward. Right over left. Give yourself a hug. Inhale to open, lift, broaden, pull the belly in, give yourself a hug, left on top. Chin tucks, and then inhale, throat opens, big breath, broaden. Right on top of left, give yourself a hug, tuck the chin. We'll do that one more time on each arm, top and bottom open. Left above, right below, empty, squeeze. Inhale to open, heart forward and up. Maybe look up and then right on top of left, squeeze. Back out wide. And then hands behind. So again, you'll find that interlace. Press the knuckles down and back and then walk them off to the left. Tuck this left elbow back. And then right ear, right shoulder. Heel the hand glues together. Belly scoops back up and in. Root down through the sit bones. And then as you're ready, unwind, lift up, arms behind, reach them. And then bring them out to the sides. Open the chest, breathe in, left on top. Give yourself a hug, but we'll stay this time. See if you can reach the hands to their opposite shoulder blade. Open again, reach, and then right on top again, we'll stay. So you can stay with these arm wraps or open. Left on top, but instead of giving yourself a hug, once the elbows cross, bend the palms up, wrap either back of the hand together or wrap at the wrist. So eagle arms. And then we'll lift the elbows up and we'll press the arms away. And pull the belly back, so still sitting up nice and tall. Close the eyes. 2 more, breathe in. Breathing out. Last one. Empty. Arms out wide. Give yourself a big broaden and lift. And then right on top, you can either give yourself that hug or wrap and cross at the elbow and then the wrist if that's a lot. Back of the hands together, or forearms can always be together. Again, we have our right on top this time. And instead of pulling the elbows down, so see how they're below chest center or below my elbow height, I'm going to lift them up. So they're now parallel to the earth from the back of the arms, and then I press my palms away from me. Keep drawing elbows up, palms away. So feel that space building through the back of the heart. Just a couple more, breathe in. And breathe out. And last one. Stay. Arms circle up, reach. Just let them wave down. We'll do 3 more of those. Big reach, circle. Wave down. Circle, reach. And wave down. So from here, finding your way onto your back. And just curling up into a little ball. Wrap the hands around the shins, reach for opposite elbows. And then pull the thighs down towards the chest. If you don't have a comfort level with opposite elbow, forearms, or holding your strap hand to hand. Toes touch, knees are tucking up into the chest, shins are parallel, both to the ceiling and to each other. So you should feel a little compression in the front of that hip crease. One more here, take a breath. And let it go. Unwind, arms out to a T. And then knees right, look left, supine twist. This right hand can come across and give a little adjustment to the top left leg. Back up to center. And to your second side. Slowly come back up. Find your block or your bolster or whatever prop you'd like. Put it underneath the hips. And then let the legs lift straight up to the sky. Let the eyes close down here, letting the legs just lift in space. few more here in your inversion. If you feel you need something else, you are welcome to take it. And then slowly, as you feel ready, bend the knees. Plant them back to earth. If you're on a prop, slide it out from under. And then let the feet walk wide and the knees knock in. Bring the arms again back out to goalposts. Palms up, or you can, if you have the shoulder space, palms down. And again, maybe the knees swish a little as well here before they settle. Or maybe they settle and then they find some movement and then they come back to settling. And then from here, as you're ready, starting to find your way into a rest that suits you. So traditional Shavasana is available. If you'd like a heart opener, I'll show you supported fish. So you'll take one of your blocks or your bolsters and put it on its skinny side on any height. And then the other one goes up sort of where you think your head might land, so sort of in a T shape. And then you'll gently guide yourself back. So you sort of want this block hitting sort of right the back of the heart. So you don't want it down here and you don't want it smacking you in the back of the head, but sort of center chest. So right sort of between the back of the heart and where the rib cage sort of ends at the base. And once you feel like you have that situated, you can find another block for your head, or if you're comfortable letting your head connect to earth, that is an option. Legs are yours to choose, so Supta Baddha legs, cross legs, long straight legs, up to you. If you're finding a traditional Shavasana, legs long, or maybe using wall space, let them swing up the wall slowly. And then let the eyes close, the gaze soften. Let your breath keep drawing in nice and slow. Just taking notes, scanning the body, seeing if there are any final movements you need to make for you today. And if you feel good where you are, remain. If you find you need to move or adjust or change, do that too. slowly as it suits you. Start to make your way up to a comfortable seat on your mat, maybe coming through a little ball and onto your right side, spending a few moments there if that suits you. Or folding off of any props you have remaining and just pressing yourself to a seat. As you get to your seat, thumbs to chest center, hands pressed to one another. Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your time, your space, your journey with me from afar, the light in my heart. Honors and greets the light in yours. Letting our thumbs drop to our third eye, our eye of intuition. Knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in again and practicing with me. I look forward to seeing you all in the studio in the very near future, and until then, we'll connect this way. Stay safe, everyone. Also coming up soon, hopefully either tomorrow or Saturday, I'm looking to record a class with a lot of focus on using blocks. Not just as a support device, but also as a way to sort of challenge the belly and the arms to do some things a little differently. So if you have a block, or if you have something similar to that where you can hold it up above you in chair, or different things like that, we'll also be holding them sort of behind us and things, and using them between the thighs in bridge pose and things like that. So stay tuned for that. It should be up in a couple days. I have to figure out when I'm recording it, so it'll be the next flow that I put out there. So stay tuned. See you soon. Stay safe.